Performance-enhancing drugs, a topic of discussion in professional sports for years, and more recently even on the college level. Today, it's questioned if high school athletes are doing the same as they look to stand out on the field. But unlike professional and collegiate programs, high schools do not regulate this type of drug use.
You wouldn't know if a player is taking steroids unless, his ninth grade year, he went from 135 to by the time he's a sophomore, he's at 190 pounds. Then you have to start questioning yourself and asking, what are you doing?
To solve this issue, many local high school coaches believe a PED testing program should be implemented by the state. The Florida High School Athletic Association has the power to drug test student athletes across the state.
The FHSAA should come up with that expense because you can't just put the onus on the schools. Every school can't afford that.
However, when asked if student athletes have been drug tested, there seems to be one universal answer.
Hello? No, ma'am.
The FHSAA's policy states the use of human growth hormones, steroids, performance-enhancing drugs, or Schedule III narcotics by a student is an act of an unsportsmanlike conduct, and the student will be ineligible to play until the drugs are out of their system. Despite this policy, there is little to no regulation from the FHSAA with PED use in sport by student athletes.
It's a good collaboration between us and the high schools. There's a policy in place that's set forth by us, the association, but the high schools are ones to enforce it.
Personally, I can't say that they've ever reached out to me.
With policies put into place and drug tests available, there seems to be one reason why student athletes aren't tested.
Cost and the number of high school student athletes. In Florida alone, there's over almost 300,000 student athletes. So being able just to test them alone, I think is a cost factor.
Even high school coaches agree.
But it's still expensive, so to say that you're going to test a whole team is different. That's why in colleges they're able to do that, and NFL they're able to do that because it does cost a lot.
At this point in high school athletics, coaches have come to the conclusion that educating their student athletes seems to be the only answer to this issue until drug testing becomes more available to their schools.
Of course, just educate them and tell them that, this is a shortcut, this doesn't last forever, and it has very bad side effects.